Hey, back again, making another Dragon Ball DBXV2 video. Today we're gonna be showing, or we're gonna be ranking from the worst CAC race to the best CAC race. So let's get let's dive into this. So the worst possible race you could possibly ever pick is a Malmagin. Why? Is because when they have very low stamina, they can be easily killed, wipe off the face of existence, like if they were Cybermen. So there's the first ranking, and Mel Majin is the worst CAC. So let's get into Autorise the second worst CAC in the game, which is most definitely the Freezer Race CAC. Why? It's because even though it has good melee, good key blast, and good speed, the one thing it lacks is a stamina break combo. There is no such stamina break combos currently for this K. Now, if it did, this would have most definitely be a little bit higher at least, but as of now, it doesn't. And for you to get a stamina break combo in, you have to have a skill that, you know, that breaks the opponent's stamina. So, that's it for the second worst kick of the game, which, anyone who's want to know how to make, you know, a freeze rice crack, a proper one, or what the best building blocks for it. You want to make it the shortest as possible and as skinny as possible. Really that simple. But anyway, that's enough about the second freezer race cack. Let's over to the third worst cack in the whole game, the male sand. Now I know a lot of people will be saying that the male sands are actually quite good. Their basic attack damage is just craven. It's just not all that. You can get the same amount of high damage, just not as high, with a female sand. And the benefits of a female sand over this is that one, female sands have, you know, better strike and key bust damage than the male sand. And the other thing is about male sands, right, that I tend to see is that literally everybody be trying to go for a melee build out of them, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that either you suck at the game too much to actually learn other CAC combos, so you decided to go with a metal stance. It is literally the most easiest one to learn. But anyway, that's all for that one. So let's get into the fourth ranking, which I won't say is worse or good. It's actually kind of like the mixture of them, like the mixture of good and bad. So it is the metal Earthland. Now the metal Earthland has key auto recovery and high strike damage, right? And the thing is about just metal Earthlings in general, they have a really good square triangle combo, the infinite triangle or the square triangle spam, and they're honestly like the better one I would pick. Now, if you want to know how to like make a proper one, honestly, you want to go with either with this height or this height, and then max out its bulkiness so it has high basic and strike. Right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now let's get into the fourth. No, this was the fourth ranking. I'm at the fifth. The fifth ranking. Right, the fifth ranking CAC, which I would say is very decent. And that is the female Saiyan. female Saiyans, like I said, they have almost just as high melee damage as male Saiyans. Just that the only difference you know, is that they have higher strike and key blast damage, which is why they're more viable, and they have better combo streams. Now the best, height and body type is literally the default height and body type for female Saiyans. So this is literally the best one for it because when you put 200 in, basic attacks, you also want to put 60 in key blast supers and 40 in, strike supers. Then at least have 70 in health, 26 in key, and 26 in stamina. And that's pretty much the best build you can make out of a female Saiyan. But anyway, let's carry on to the sixth ranking, which actually goes to the female Majin. Now, the reason why female Majins are placed higher is actually because they have one quirk that no other CAC has, and that is stupidly fast stamina recovery. Now, pairing Guy Super Soul, or I like it better when you're Mad Super Soul, with this CAC is pretty broken. No, it's not like cheesy broken, and most reason why we people or female Majin character or players do that for is actually because, well, we have a particular strategy that revolves with Kaioken, because Kaioken is the best Orokin for female Majins, because when you break your own stamina, the faster your stamina recovery goes, so obviously Kaioken is the Orokin. Now the thing about this that everybody likes about it, including myself, is the high strike damage it does. And there's just honestly no equal towards something like this. With 200 in strike, strike supers, 60 in basic, 40 in key blast supers, 26 in health, 26 in key, and then 70 in stamina. It's just really good. And the optimal height and body type you want for the female Majin is this height, which is the same as the female Saiyan, but the only difference is it's more bulkier. Because this, right, the more bulkier the character is, the more higher strike and basic attack damage they are. And since this is leans more towards basic and strike, you also want the max or the bulky you can get with the body type. And something I forgot to mention, but the shorter your character is, the faster they go, while the taller the character, the more health but slower. The and the con of being short is that you don't have as much health. So, yeah, this will allow you to be fast but have at least some health. But anyway, that's enough for the female Majin. Onward to the what was it? Okay, so we did. Okay, so onward towards I believe the seventh rank. Right, I'm not. Yeah, the seventh rank, and that is the female Earthlings. Now, the female Earthlings, why is higher than the female Majin and you know female Saiyan, is that overall these things are or female Earthlings in general are just better because they have a much better combo stream. They have a better heavy stamina break and light stamina break. And you could just do so many combos with it. It's honestly insane. Now, the optimal body type you want the thinner, which obviously the thinner, like I said, has stronger key blast. And then you want this height, so you have at least some health, but fast, right? And the optimal attribute setup you want for this CAC is 200 in Ki Blast supers, 40 in strike supers, 60 in basic attack, 26 in stamina, 70 in Ki, and 26 in health. And that's the optimal attribute plus height and body type for the female Earthling. So let's get on to the last one, otherwise the best CAC of them all, the Mechians. Now you may be saying something like, "Oh, how the fuck is the Mechians the best CAC in the game?" Well, one, they have just as high of a health as male margins, just only 100 points different. And the other thing is, they also have the same amount of strike and Ki Blast damage, and the most highest damage comes from the basic. And these CACs are more better suited for balanced builds, right? For something like I'm going with. And the height you want the max height, so you can have all of that health. And then you want your body type dead in the center, where it has good strike and Ki Blast, and basic. And your optimal, attribute setup, what you want for this, is 100 in max health, 26 in max Ki, 46 in max stamina, 64 in basic attacks, 86 in strike supers, and 100 in Ki Blast supers. And that's how you make pretty much the best CAC in the whole game with the best attribute setup. But anyway, that's all for this ranking video. I really hope you enjoy this, and I will see you next time. Bye.